Hey guys, I have a treat for you today. Today, I'm going to be comparing my 3 full silicone ladies. That's right, and they're right behind me. Check it out. I have my Starpery girl, my Irontech girl, and my RealDoll. I've been blessed to have 3 full silicone girls, and today I'm going to do a comparison of the 3. Starpery versus Irontech versus RealDoll. And I want to let you know, there are no losers in this bunch. If you get either one of these type of girls, you will not lose. You're going to be one happy customer. But I am going to take a look at the differences, tell you things I like, tell you things I might dislike, and what are the advantages of each girl. So without further ado, we're going to get this party started right about now. Here they are, the 3 beauties, Starpery, Irontech, and RealDoll. And believe it or not, it's pretty hard to get these girls to sit in this bed because it's so soft, man. So they all want to sort of lay over on each other. And today I'm just going to give a brief little overview, just some opinions. I'm not going to do any acrobatics with these ladies. But as you can see, they're all looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to start with something I love about a woman, and that's the feet, baby. The feet. All of these girls had some nice little feet, you know. There's hers, Starpery girls. There's the Irontech ladies' feet. There's my RealDoll's feet, you see? Nice little piggies. And I'm going to be honest, I like my Starpery girl's feet, don't get me wrong. But as you can sort of see, her feet are sort of like, her toes are sort of like elevated away from the foot a little bit, like going up. And one thing I don't love about her feet and her foot part of her leg is this. I have her with the hard feet option so she can stand up without foot bolts. She doesn't have foot bolts on her feet. But the thing is, you can just sort of see where the soft silicone gets to the harder silicone. Now over here on my Irontech girl, I actually have her with the same foot option. As you can see, her feet don't like raise up a little bit. They're just sort of straight and symmetrical with the rest of the foot. But she has the hard foot option. And what I love about Irontech is, here's the soft portion and here's the hard portion. But you can hardly tell. You know, they've done a bit of a better job in hiding that hard standing foot option. So I would actually give Irontech a heads up over Starpery in that particular area. Now as we go over to my RealDoll's toes, they look a little rusty because I have some white powder on them. But I put her toes really on par with the Irontech's toes as far as the way they look. One thing I didn't like when I first got them was they're webbed. You know, all these toes are like together. And as you can see, with Irontech, they're individuals. And with even Starpery, they're individuals. But I've come to love these web feet because I don't know how they do it, but they just feel more realistic when you're rubbing them. And I know everybody isn't going to get a RealDoll because of the price point. They cost way more than my Irontech girl and way more than my Starpery girl. But just based on feel alone, like I did in my Irontech versus RealDoll video, I'm going to probably get a heads up to RealDoll in the way they feel. They're absolutely amazing. But as far as technology, Irontech would get the heads up because she can actually stand up on these feet. And it's really seamless. You can't even tell where the hard silicone begins that much. But as far as just feel, I'd have to go with these little puppies. They just feel so human-like. But all of these girls have a great pair of feet. If I had to rank them, oh man, I give a very, very slight edge to RealDoll just because they feel so realistic. But Irontech is giving RealDoll a run for their money because of the technology, and they are absolutely beautiful. And both of these girls have feet that just go straight. The toes with the feet, they go straight. And I don't quite love the way the toes are a bit raised on my Starpery doll. So that'll do it for the feet. As we make our way up, we can start checking out the legs, the knees, and the thighs on these ladies. And we can start with my beautiful Starpery girl. And, when I touch her legs, there's some softness to them on the surface level. Feel pretty nice. And they have Starpery has a lot of great detail on this knee. For me, it looks like a real knee. I'm going to be honest with that. You make your way up to the thigh. Like I say, it's soft. I wouldn't quite call it human-like because I just feel a bit of hardness in there that I don't think I would like feeling a human. But it does feel good. Don't get me wrong. Now, when I move over here to my Irontech lady and look at her legs, I'm going to be honest. I had my Irontech girl put up for a while, so I hadn't touched her in a while. But let me tell you, this girl feels absolutely amazing. I would say that Starpery probably has her beat on just the definition on the knees. But the way this thigh feels and the way the calf feels, it is a bit closer to human as far as the way it feels. It feels more like a human being. I've actually felt the legs similar to what this Irontech girl's legs feel like. I forgot, honestly, the quality of silicone. You can't tell until you compare them, but this Irontech girl does have a high quality silicone on her. I mean, all of these girls are high quality, don't get me wrong, but other than the definition on the knee, which Starpery does win, I would give Irontech the edge on what it feels like to be realistic as far as between both of them. And when I get to my RealDoll, it's going to be sort of the same thing with my RealDoll that I've always said, is that she feels the most realistic as far as human, like, her legs feel the most realistic. But I'm going to be honest with you, my Starpery girl's definition on her knees actually look a little bit better than my RealDoll. So, like I said, I give Starpery the heads up on the knee definition. But as far as the feel, I'm going to be honest though. Irontech is on my RealDoll's booty. As far as the way it feels, that it's damn near tit for tat. Irontech has done a great job. Man, this is a hard one. I'm going to give RealDoll the slight, ever so slightest edge in feeling a little bit more human-like. But RealDoll is literally a hair away from being just as good. And at her price point, you could even say Irontech actually wins in the way the thighs feel just because of the price point. But just in our reality, the RealDoll, feels just a little bit more human. But damn, this Irontech doll is kicking ass. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a badass doll. So, Starpery, I love you. I really do, and I appreciate you. But I think they actually come in third in overall feel of being closer to human. So, yep, I think it's between Irontech and RealDoll in that category. Now as we make our way up the body, and you can see the midsection on these ladies. I can't show you their actual vaginas, but let me tell you, every one of these girls has an expertly made vagina. All of them look absolutely amazing. I don't make love to my dog, so I don't know exactly how they feel, but I will say all of them have a fixed vagina. I don't have any removable vaginas here. But I will say, since I can test it because I don't make love to my dogs, I don't really know which one is the actual best. But as far as aesthetics, whew, I would probably get a head up to RealDoll as far as the way it actually looks. I mean, ever so slightly because all of them look real. And honestly, I think I might go with Starpery next as far as what it actually looks like. They would probably be number 2 in realistic vaginas. And I would give my Irontech girl a close third. But all of them look amazingly realistic. And if we would just go up to the midsection on these ladies and do a little field test here. It's got a bit of softness there, but like I say, I think Starpery's doll is just a bit more hard. You know, it gets harder quicker. I just say that. The surface is soft, but it gets hard quicker. Because when I go over here to my Irontech girl, let me touch her tummy. You know, I just think that it's a little deeper with the softness. If I make my way over here to my RealDoll on the stomach, you know, it's a lot deeper with the softness. You know, I think all of them don't feel quite like a human, you know, as far as the softness on the stomach, but RealDoll probably comes in first on that. Irontech doll comes in second on just the softness of the stomach. And then my Starpery doll is pulling up the third. As far as the aesthetics, what they look like, it's actually a close one. Because both of these girls have these piercings which sort of add to the beauty of it. I don't know, that belly button looks awfully real on this Starpery girl, though. I'm going to give her credit, but as far as the shape, you know, it depends on which doll you actually buy, but I do love the shape of my Irontech doll's waistline. It's more hourglassy than the other girls. A little bit. My RealDoll has an hourglass figure too, but you know, I think she gets a slight victory. My RealDoll, slight victory. I go with Irontech second, a close second, and then I will pull up this beautiful lady in third. Next, we make our way up to the hands. And I'm going to be honest, I love what Starpery's hands look like. You know, they're small, they're dainty. You know, if you look at this hand, you know, compared to my Irontech girl's hand. Let me see, can I bend that? Yeah. You see, it's a little bit more dainty than the Irontech hand, right? Then you come over here, and this is where RealDoll definitely falters at. You can see the bends, because she's the only one with wire fingers. This was, to me, a bit of a quality problem. These fingers should have been a lot straighter than this. You see the crookedness right here. Now, it feels the best out of all three of these hands. I'm going to be honest. It feels the best. But it's a bit unsightly, you know. So I'm not going to give them the win. Plus, they're not articulated. Irontech, they are fully articulated. And they are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be honest with you. And they can move. Every bit of this hand can move. Look at that. You can bend every joint. From here, down to here. You know, even the thumb, you can bend. Even the thumb has a bit of a bend at the joint right there. And that's rare. A lot of articulated hands don't have a bend in the thumb. And this hand feels so damn good. I mean, I love the feel of my RealDoll hand the best out of all three. But this Irontech hand is very close. And as you can see, it has a lot of detail in it too with the bones. I'm not sure you can see it on camera, but she has veins in these hands. Let me see right here. You can see the veins in the hands right here. And with my Starpery girl, I've said this in her video. One of my friends said his Starpery girl can bend all her joints in her hand, but I have to judge what I have, and it can only bend that. It can't bend this second joint right here at the tip of her finger. And believe it or not, it doesn't bend this joint that far. It only bends it a little bit, and this joint won't move at all. So my Irontech girl definitely gets the head up. And also, in my Starpery girl, I can only rotate her wrist by doing that. Right? That's the only way I can rotate her wrist. But check out my Irontech girl. I can rotate her wrist like that. But I also can rotate her wrist what I'm more used to, like this. If you raise it up, you can do this. You see that? See? If I do this, with her, it ain't going nowhere. You can only do it like this. And I told Starpery about that. Maybe they'll change that in the future. But this girl can do both. So I'm very impressed. Oh, let me move it back. Oops. I'm very impressed with Irontech and the technology they have in this hand. They've done very well, in my opinion. Not to mention it's a beautiful hand. I just like Starpery because it's smaller. But Irontech comes away with the win. And because even though these hands feel the best, they feel the best. I would rather hold this hand than any of them. I'm going to give Irontech the win. And even though her fingers can't bend, she does have some articulation. So I'm going to give Starpery a second place in that. And RealDoll, I'm going to give them third place, even though they feel the best. I'm not going to do a skeletal demonstration, but as you can see, Starpery does have some definition in that hand too. So she does deserve a second place finish. But the arm, it has some softness in it. Don't get me wrong. As I get up here, it gets a bit harder, right? And go across the chest, it really doesn't give way much right here. When I touch my Irontech girl, this hand is super soft. And the softness really continues all the way up, honestly. It continues all the way up. And when I get across the chest, it gets a little harder, but I can push in a little bit more than my Starpery girl. My RealDoll, you see the definition? That's what she does have, some definition in that hand. But as I go up, she has the softness. Let me start with this arm. She has the softness in her arm all the way up. Like a real, she's like a real him. She's just squeezable. And in the chest, I would say she's sort of close to Irontech. They're about even in the chest area. So in the arm competition, look at that definition on the chest too. That's pretty nice. You got definition on her. You even got nice definition on her collarbone. But if I had to rank them, I would go RealDoll with a slight edge on softness, but Irontech with a very, very close finish on softness. I'm talking about very close. I mean, this woman feels like a dainty human woman. It feels very good. And I love my Starpery girl once again, but I think that she's bringing up third place because she gets a bit harder up in here than the other girls. So, slight edge to RealDoll and softness on the arms. Irontech is right there on their booties as far as being a very close second. And my Starpery girl, my brand new third generation girl, she's pulling up third in the softness for the arms. Hey guys, I took a little break here. And before I get to the kazumbas, I want to show you the backs of these ladies and the sort of differences. And it all depends on the doll that you get. But they all have nice backs, you see? Nice backs. But I sort of want to show, I wanted to show you the difference in my Irontech doll's back and these ladies. Oh, it's a nice definition on this RealDoll. But it's just a model girl I got. I mean, she has a real hourglass shape, man. I'm not going to be able to show you right now. You'll probably see some clips in this video of their butts and how I feel about them. Well, my Starpery girl's butt is very squishy. She has a gel butt. It's nice. It's beautiful. She has a great butt on her. You can all go back and look at my review videos on all three of these ladies to see their butts. But my Irontech doll, she actually has she doesn't have a gel butt. She's the only one that doesn't have a gel butt out of these three. So of course her butt is a bit harder than the other two. But my RealDoll, I am going to squeeze it a little bit. My RealDoll has probably the best and most human feeling butt out of the three. My Starpery girl, she would pull up second in that category. And my Irontech doll will pull up third because she doesn't have a gel butt. But what's funny is I actually like her butt the best because you know why? I don't have to worry about damaging her butt because it's not a gel butt. But as far as pleasure, this Starpery doll has a great booty on her, but it is a second place booty compared to my RealDoll, as it should be, because this girl costs so much more than both of these other ladies. So, Starpery, in the affordable range of dolls, she is number one out of my three. But as far as overall feel and more human type qualities, it would be this RealDoll over here. But as far as their backs, this Irontech doll I just love this hourglass figure. She wins as far as the shape of their back. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a bit more straight on over here. You see a little hourglass with my RealDoll, but the beauty of her is I love this line down her back. It looks more realistic than anyone, and it feels absolutely amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's one thing that I don't like about my RealDoll is I love this hook. I love the hook. I love to be able to hang her up, but it does take a bit away of the realism because you see these girls, they don't have hooks in their back. See, they don't have hooks. But I do like the hook because I like being able to hang her up. So, let's get to the kazumbas. Hey, Starpery lady. Now, if we take a look at the kazumbas on these ladies, these are some extra large jokers on this Starpery girl. You have a nice medium size on my Irontech lady. And I don't know, I think these are a little bit more than medium size, probably a large on my RealDoll. They are all very nice. And I wish I could show them to you without the bras on. Because they look absolutely amazing. This girl has some beautiful breasts, and she actually has some nipple piercings there. They look absolutely amazing. Her breasts look good, but let me tell you, and they are probably the softest, but I think the main reason they're the softest is because they're not as filled. I think the little time I've had her, almost 2 years or so, I think that I need to that's the one thing about my RealDoll I need to sort of tend to is I think her breasts weren't quite as full as they needed to be. in production. That was about the only thing wrong with this. I mean, did I say RealDoll? I mean my Irontech doll. That was the only thing wrong with my Irontech doll in production, is I think they could have filled her breast up a little bit more. But they're the softest of the three. They're the softest. But I think they're a little too soft. So I think they need a little bit more gel in them, and I'm going to address that at a later date. But aesthetically, I don't know who's better. When I take their bras off, it's definitely between my RealDoll and the Starpery girl. I don't quite know. I know that my RealDoll's breasts probably feel the best. They feel the most, probably the most human, which they should. She costs the most. These are very pleasing because they're super soft. But these babies here, whew, Lord have mercy. They're amazing. It's a toss-up. I'm going to give RealDoll the very slight edge over Starpery for these pair of breasts right here. Because I don't know about any other Starpery girl, but these breasts on this girl are full. They feel amazing. They feel great. And yeah, she gets a close second to my RealDoll, and that's saying a lot because those jokers feel super real. And I would love to put her up there a little bit higher, but I think that they needed a little bit more gel in those breasts. So it goes RealDoll, Starpery with the big kazumbas, and then Irontech. And I think if I just took all their bras off, I don't know, man. My Starpery girl could probably win just based on aesthetics, because I have her with some big areolas on her breasts, and they are stunning. I'm going to be honest with you. So Starpery, they did do a damn good job on the breast. But then my RealDoll has some nice ones as well. So yeah, slight edge to RealDoll. Starpery pulling up a very close second in the breast department. And that's the only place that Irontech probably dropped the ball a little bit, was on the breast. Yep, that's how it goes. Now we can finally take a look at the heads on these ladies. And these are three absolute beauties. Now, this isn't the head that I always use for my Irontech girl. I use the Himawari head for this body, but this is really the head that this body came with. And this is my Mara Blade head. I call this beautiful lady Mara Blade. And over here, of course, I have Ramaya Cloud, my RealDoll. And they're all three beautiful ladies. And I think that I did a video where it was another face that I was going to choose for this RealDoll head, and I didn't choose it, but I'm still very pleased with the Ramaya Cloud face. But I do believe that Starpery, as well as Irontech doll, and other companies have an advantage over RealDoll, because I just think that their faces in other companies are actually more attractive. I'm not going to lie about that. And honestly, when I first opened my Starpery doll, I was under the impression that I was like, you know what, I think that they may have a head up on Irontech in the makeup department, because this Starpery girl has some makeup for you, boy. It's absolutely beautiful. But honestly, when I was looking at my Irontech girl, I said, I don't know. That makeup job is pretty damn nice there. You know, she's definitely competing and probably beating the Starpery girl as far as the makeup. Because when you look at those, that little eyeshadow and things of that nature, I mean, it's spot on. You come over here to my Starpery girl, I mean, she's killing it too. But I think that my auntie girl might have her in the makeup department. Now, this is where I think Starpery has an edge. She has a hard silicone face. I have a soft one too, but this is the hard silicone face. But it actually has a little give to the hard face. You know, I can actually kiss those lips a little bit. With my Irontech girl, this is a hard face, but it does not give. Okay, a little bit in the nose, but it doesn't give much like my Starpery girl does. I think the Starpery face gives a little bit more. I can't lie, I don't remember the nose moving on her, but it does move a little bit. It feels absolutely beautiful though. I like that her teeth are showing. Uh, but yeah, I think I might actually have to go with Irontech in the makeup department out of both of these girls. Uh, and my RealDoll, I don't have her with a lot of heavy makeup. I have her with the natural makeup, but I do love the gloss on these lips. I love the color on her cheeks. Uh, but where she loses is, for her to be as expensive as she has painted on eyebrows. Whereas these two beauties, these are stitched on eyebrows. And I really love that. That adds to the realism. See, this is real hair. This isn't painted on. So I think both of them win as far as the actual aesthetics of the face, because they have painted on, I mean, they have real eyebrows as opposed to painted on eyebrows. And I was just looking at the eyes. My RealDoll has a nice set of eyes. I mean, a very nice set of eyes. And I actually have a couple more eyes that I'm going to show in another video for her one day. I'm not sure when. And this girl has a nice set of blue eyes, right? But I can't lie. I am going to give Starpery the win as far as eyes. They're more movable than both of these girls, because I have to do something special to move my RealDoll's eyes. You'll see in another video. It's actually hard to position my Starpery girls. It's actually hard to position my Starpery girl's eyes. And this girl's eyes are highly movable. They're easily, I can move them very easy. And when I look at the depth of those eyes, I like that set of eyes a lot better than Irontech's eyes. So, and honestly, RealDoll's eyes, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you on that. Another thing I want to look at is the hair. I put this head on the doll, and I forgot how beautiful she was. To show you one thing that I do love about Starpery more than Irontech, and that is the thickness of this hair. This implanted hair on this Starpery girl is just so thick. I feel like I can actually style that a lot better than my Irontech doll. It's a little bit thinner. Just the head of hair is a lot thinner. It lays down flatter to the head than that hair. And once again, my RealDoll sort of loses this battle because she has even though I love this wig on her, but it's a wig as opposed to implanted hair. And I think you can get your RealDoll with implanted hair, but it's so expensive, it's ridiculous, to even try to get that. But with these girls, it's a lot more affordable. I think Marblé looks absolutely stunning with her implanted hair, but I do believe Starpery actually won that battle as far as implanted hair. Now, when you look at straight beauty, I can't lie. I hadn't seen Marblé in a while. I wasn't expecting her to be this damn beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. It really depends on which face you go with. So if you go with Starpery or Irontech or even RealDoll, it's really going to come down to which face you choose. But I will say that other companies have better faces than RealDoll. That's the one thing that I think they're sort of lacking on, as opposed to the other companies, is they don't have enough faces to choose from. Where you have plenty of faces to choose from with other companies, and Irontech has a million faces, and Starpery is building up their faces. But the faces that they do have are absolutely stunning. So, as far as choosing Irontech or Starpery with the faces, it's going to come down to which faces you like. That's pretty much it. But in the head category, man, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. It really is. I think I may go with Starpery here, even though Irontech probably has a bigger selection of beauties to choose from because this girl is absolutely stunning right now. I'm just saying, I like Starpery because of the thickness of the hair. You know, that pretty much even on implanted eyebrows. I think Starpery wins with the actual eye quality. I love that even though she has a hard face, it's a bit softer than my Irontech girl. So I would go Starpery 1 as far as just quality of a face, Irontech 2, and RealDoll pulls up the rear. And when I say Irontech 2, that doesn't mean you can't find more beautiful faces than maybe Starpery has, because it's other faces to choose from. And honestly, this girl is straight up beautiful. This Irontech girl right here. When I'm judging a face, I'm strictly talking about some of the features like the implanted hair, the movable eyes, and just the sort of softness of the face. I'm not really saying that it's more beautiful than my Irontech girl at all. It's just, I just think some of the things you'll like about the face, like me, is just the way it feels. It's a little softer in a hard face. But this girl's face feels so soft, so supple. Man, I got a new appreciation for this face because I haven't seen it in a while. So yeah, the slight edge to Starpery in this area. Irontech is a very close second. And RealDoll, even though I love you, Ramon, I really do. I just think overall as a company that they are behind in the face selection department. And yeah, you have to paint it on the eyebrows and things of that nature. So I do love the lips. And oh, I forgot to talk about RealDoll. What they do have as an advantage is other companies are catching up, but they do actually have a real oral structure on RealDoll, where she has real teeth, she has a real tongue in there, and these girls don't have that. And so she does have an advantage in that area. And one thing about RealDoll is she has the face system where you can just take this face off by magnet. Whereas with these girls, you know, you have to take the whole head off. So RealDoll does have some advantages, and they should because they cost so much more. I'm just talking about straight aesthetics. Just looking at the girls, you would probably want to go with another company for just straight up beauty, you know. But technology, RealDoll actually wins the head battle because I love the way you can take this face off and just slap another face on this body. But yeah, as far as just straight up beauty, you know, implanted hair and things of that nature, yeah, these other companies would actually win. And in this case, I'm going Starpery, Irontech, and RealDoll. So what's the final verdict? What does Jay think, or who does Jay think is the best companion dog out of the three? Like I said in the beginning, you don't have a loser amongst these beauties. Nobody actually loses this battle. If you're a viewer out there and you're thinking about getting Starpery, Irontech, or RealDoll, oh, believe me, you're not going to make one mistake at all. But overall, I think I'm going to say the same thing I said in my Irontech versus RealDoll video. My RealDoll is just overall more human-like. Just overall more human-like. So, of course I would choose her because, look, she should be chosen with as much as she costs shoes. So she is just overall more human-like. When you pick her up, toss her around, and all, you'll know what I mean if you get one. But she should because of the price point, like I said. But if I was just a base who is number one out of these three based off of the bang for your buck, it would probably be Irontech. I'm gonna be honest with you. Only because their damn quality department is damn near flawless. Like I say, you don't see any difference down here in the foot where it turns to hard from soft. You know, you can sort of tell on the Starpery girl. My RealDoll had a few quality issues, especially with her fingers being bent and stuff. You don't see that type of stuff with Irontech whatsoever. And even with my Starpery girl, I didn't mention it, but well, I mentioned it in the review video, but she had like a little hole on her arm. She had a couple of just little small minor things going on as far as the quality was concerned. Just a couple of quality issues. But you know who didn't really have any quality issues? It was this damn Irontech girl. The only thing I could complain about was they could have put a little bit more gel in these breasts. That's about it. But, you know, I just think that she really blew my mind because I forgot how good of a doll she was. Plus, yeah, her fingers, all of them can bend. Every single one of them, even the thumb. And like I said, I had a few problems with my Starpery girl's fingers. But yeah, if I just had to go by the price point, Irontech would probably win. But if I just had to go overall, okay, who is the most realistic, most human type doll? It would be RealDoll. But as far as who is the most voluptuous, it'll be my damn Starpery doll. Cause when I sleep next to her, those damn kazumbas be kazumbaing. I'm telling you, boy, they are something to lay next to. And she's just a stunning creature. I love looking at her eyes. So, like I said, you can't lose with any of these girls. But yeah, that's pretty much my verdict. You can't lose with any of them. RealDoll gets the edge for human, just being more human-like. But based on your budget, Irontech is damn a badass company. I just got to give them credit for that. And so is Starpery. But I just think Irontech sort of wins with the quality. And like I said, I didn't really get into it because did review videos on all these girls. But last thing I want to talk about is just the skin. I just think that, you know, my RealDoll, like I say, her skin probably feels the best. But it's not a whole bunch better than this Irontech girl. I mean, this is some high quality silicone they're using. I'm gonna say that right now. Irontech is using some high quality silicone. I'm gonna be honest. It's very close to my RealDoll. And Starpery, I'm not saying that they don't use high quality silicone, but I just think it's a little bit behind Irontech. It's just a little bit behind. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have to give Irontech their props, man. Based on the budget, you might choose an Irontech girl. But if you got the money, you can go and get you a RealDoll. And guess what? Between Irontech or Starpery, it really depends on which model doll you like. You know, once you get to looking at their dolls, which one do you like? Which face do you like? Which body do you like? It's really going to depend on what you like. You know, because Starpery has a lot of different girls, different type of girls than Irontech. You know, Irontech has their own style. But as far as quality control, I'm giving my hats off to Irontech. They're damn near flawless, man. You don't see seam lines whatsoever on this doll. You know, you don't really see seam lines on this girl. And that's the thing. I didn't show it on my RealDoll. See, I showed it on the review video. But see, you can actually see a seam line on my RealDoll. You see? Over here, I want to get into the light, but you don't really see much of a seam line on this damn Irontech lady. But over here, let me see. I'm in the dark now a little bit, but you can't hardly see it on this. Ooh, the camera going everywhere. You can't hardly see it on this Starpery girl. But when you get down here, you know you can see something like that. Oh, there it is. You can see a seam line right here on my Starpery girl. But if I was to look at my Irontech girl, look at this. Where's the seam line at? You don't see a damn thing. See, that's what I mean by quality. This girl is flawless. So yeah, still, she feels the most real. But at the price point, Irontech, their quality department is second to none. So love all these ladies. Hope you enjoyed this video. as much as I did, and keep checking with me, because I got some more surprises coming down the line. And remember, you can't miss with any of these ladies, and use my vendor links in the about section of my YouTube channel if you decide to get any type of companion dog. But it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Lenova Love. Thank you for your help. The beautiful Mara Blade, my Irontech girl. This is my Starpery girl. And Remind Cloud, my RealDoll. We are